A total of around 5.7 million people have Alzheimer's disease in the United States. I'm Chance Davidson, and the topic I have chose to inform my audience about is Alzheimer's disease. I picked this topic to try and demonstrate the severity that the disease causes in an individual's life. I got my research from websites and actually experiencing the disease firsthand. My pastor's mother has the disease, and he frequently talks about how the disease has not only impacted his mother, but also his whole family. His whole family has to help her get dressed, get sleep, and actually eat. Basic activities that many people take for granted. Alzheimer's disease is a deadly disease that impacts the lives of many individuals. In this speech, I will discuss the basic information of the disease, the symptoms, and treatment options for an individual. My first point I will discuss is the basic information of what Alzheimer's disease is. Alzheimer's disease is the most common form of dementia. Alzheimer's is a disease that forms in the brain and is hereditary. Genes and age play a prominent role in determining who will develop the disease. The disease is growing rapidly, impacting millions of people annually. Research predicts that in the year 2050, nearly 14 million people will be diagnosed with the disease. 35% of the older population has already been diagnosed with the disease. With the number of individuals diagnosed with the disease increasing, doctors are trying to detect early stages of Alzheimer's. Although there is not a cure for the disease as of now, doctors are still searching for treatment options. Symptoms of the disease include forgetfulness, isolation, irritability, suspiciousness, and loneliness. This was from Ali Zane from Early Spot Signs of Alzheimer's. Individuals fail to remember basic activities like bathing, reading, eating, and getting dressed. The disease not only impacts the patient, but also the family. The family has to assist the patients with their basic necessities and are needed for support. By recognizing early symptoms, this allows doctors to be able to conduct MRIs and genetic blood tests. Research shows that neurological examinations is another way to detect the disease. Athena Kinshaw from Lifestyle Factors in Alzheimer's Disease in People with Down Syndrome states, quote, "A mounting body of evidence suggests that regular physical activity maintains cognitive performance and reduces the chances of developing AD. Neurological explanations have suggested that this is in part due to the increased blood flow of the brain during physical exercise." Quote, "With the attempt to detect the symptoms of the disease, doctors are trying to find treatment options." My third point is, although there is not a cure for Alzheimer's, doctors are trying to find ways to slow down the spreading of the disease throughout an individual's brain. With high blood pressure being a significant symptom, doctors state how important it is to maintain a controlled blood pressure. Controlling blood pressure is not only good for the heart, but also good for brain activity. Many people wait too late to start the treatment, which the doctors consider a big mistake. By waiting, they have allowed the disease to progressively grow and weaken their overall health. Treatment options are vital for slowing down the progression of the disease. Common targets for intervention include dietary factors, physical activity, sleep quality, and cognitive training. In conclusion, Alzheimer's disease is a form of dementia that slowly weakens the brain. However, detecting symptoms are vital in order to get introduced to treatment options. I hope this speech informed you on Alzheimer's disease.